Alright, I'm working on another Civic. This is the base model.
It's rated X. That means you're extra.
Alright, I'm working on another Civic. This is the base model. And if you don't know how to take the trim pieces off, they're all clipped in. Like clips. So, this basically, our goal when removing this is to remove the AC unit first. It's actually, there's one more clip here. You want to be definitely gentle. There you go. So there's a clip. That one's kind of rugged. And you got the 4 clips total. You definitely want to use a tool. It's so much easier. Look at that. It comes out. This is the first time I'm removing this. All right, so next thing to take the AC out, you see how it protrudes out a little bit right here? You want to get your tool. You just pretty much want to pop it up on this side. Then you can do that. Let me see if I can do this one hand. Try not to break it, of course. There you go. So didn't take that much pressure at all from what you guys saw, and I did that one hand. All right, so even though there's these 2 screws and then these ones, you don't need to remove these small ones, just these main ones, and then the rest is held by clips. Remove this HVAC. 1, 2. So with the base model, it should be plug and play. You also have these 2 plugs. These are for the HVACs, so make sure you unclip that. And if you can get from the back, can you get that from the back right here? There's definitely a lot less plugs. And we're gonna remove it right here. So yeah, this is a lot less plugs than the Type R. So it should be pretty easy. Just unplug those plugs, and then we're gonna reconnect the plugs right here. And that's what we're gonna do right now. So we're gonna work on the plugs right here and just attach all the plug and play harnesses. It's gonna be like Lego pieces. What's up? So I'm just plugging this in. Pretty self-explanatory. You just gotta plug and chug. Make sure this is the CAN bus to get all the AC stuff working. So there's these 2 plugs right here. This one right here is going to be a USB. So USB adapter, definitely you want to reuse your stock USB adapter. There's that. And then followed up, we also need to do radio. So we're just gonna get the radio right here, and it should clip in with ease. So there you go, that's all the plugs you need. It's gonna be these 2 main plugs for audio and your radio controls. So you're pretty much set on that end. You got the backup cameras and all that stuff right here. I'm gonna show you how it is on the back of the head unit. All right, so we have, I'm gonna show you the back of it. So we plugged in the backup camera. This is where it's gonna hold the backup camera information. GPS antenna, you just screw this in. Very so. And right here, we have 2 cameras. You have aux video, we want cam bin. So let's plug in the cam bin with cam bin here. There's gonna be 2 things. This one's right camera. This is if you have a camera on the side mirror. This car is not equipped with that, but the head unit is compatible with that. All right, so we plugged in this. And there is one more plug we need to plug in. And it's gonna be extra USBs. Now this car has a USB under the center, the cubby hole. We are actually able to retain that here. So we're gonna be able to retain that USB cord. Oops. So the USB is gonna be right here. So the 2 plugs in the back is the USB is gonna be this one right here. And then we have the backup camera right here. And then we have the antenna and Wi-Fi. This main harness is where most of the magic is gonna happen. And that's where you plug in this bad boy right here. You might have some extra plugs on the back, as you can see right there, but they do that for compatibility. So if you have the EX trim and stuff like that, you're gonna have compatibility with that. We have the GPS antenna kind of mapped like this, so we gotta do like that. And there we go. I'm gonna put this back together and we're gonna finish from there. For the back of the unit, you can see these clips. We actually need to transfer these clips over to these new ones. That way, it's gonna be nice and snug. So you know there's 3 clips right here, 3 white clips. So we just gotta take these white retainers off and transfer it over to the new ones. Once you take the clip off, it looks like this. You just slide it in and you hear it click, and that's it. You got it clicked in. So removing it, this is how I remove it. Just be very careful because it might break. I kind of go like this, I bend it, and it pops out like that. So just be very careful, know the limit. There you go. Popping it in. This is gonna give it a nice snug fit, which is very important because I'm a kind of a perfectionist. You want everything to look nice, clean, and well done. All right, so we're gonna boot it up for the first time. Hopefully it works. So navigation is turning on. Maybe I should plug in these in right too. So it is turning on. That's great news. That means we got power to the system. Honda emblem is loading up. It's pretty cool. You get the nice big screen. So look at that. Got the CAN-based controls. I don't know if you saw that, but it said both doors are open. Let me close this door right here. It should notify me that the right door is open. So let's open the left. Did you have that functionality before? No, you don't. Now you got the little more luxury. You have the 2 doors open. When I change the AC right here, it's gonna basically show right there. There you go. So that's the true temperature. This has dual climate compatibility, but this car isn't dual climate, so it's just gonna show the right temperature right here. Yeah. So let's test out some other functions, and I'm just gonna wrap it up and clean it up a little bit here. So I'm tucking this, since we have an extra USB with this Android head unit, I'm just gonna do him a favor and have an extra USB right here, so if he wants to charge any devices or something like that, he has it right here. You can also put a USB flash drive on our external hard drive. It's gonna be in his glove box now. I have the radio working, of course. Let me test it right here. So there you go, you get some audio right here, and you can change it right here. So that's definitely a good thing. The next thing I want to test out is going to be the reverse. So I'm going to throw this car in reverse, and it shows the reverse camera. As far as trajectory, when I change the steering wheel, it is moving. And as you can see here, it has all angles, which is really nice because my car doesn't have that, but the stock Civic, I believe, has that. So you have different angles you can look at, and you can see his wing right there. So it's definitely a cool feature to have. Can't see it from here, but I'm routing the microphone. I forgot to do that at the very end. So there's gonna be a microphone, and I can choose where I'm gonna put it. I like to have it a little bit of stealth, so I'm gonna wrap it around under the steering wheel. I can have it either right here, or I'm just gonna put it on the side of the wheel. There is a sticker, so wipe the area down. You can't see it, but I'm just putting the microphone in there, and there's a microphone plug in the back. So don't forget to install the microphone. All right, so let's we're popping the trims back in. Do everything in reverse. So I'm just wrapping all the trim pieces in, making sure it's snug. They're all clips. Give it some slaps. I'm gonna do a 1 wipe of the bezels, and we're gonna fire this thing back up. Wow, what a difference. So let me show you the stock versus modded. Look at that. The screen is like a Game Boy, and now we're going to an HD iPad looking at the screen right here. So that's a big improvement. Of course, you want to fire it up. There you go, that instant boot. We got music. Steering wheel controls are working. If you can show my steering wheels. We have steering wheel control working, which is definitely a good plus. Steering wheel controls working. The next thing I want to test out is the dimmer switch. I just turned the headlights. You see how it lights up here? Which is another good thing right there. I'm just turning it on. It dims the screen a little bit too. I'm gonna turn it back off right there. Another thing I definitely want to test out is GPS. So you're gonna use this iGo navigation. It's gonna load. But yeah, overall everything's working. It looks nice. Look at this fitment. Looks is really important to me. When I look at Pioneer and Sony and all of them, they don't have unit specific ones, so it looks really aftermarket and tacky. Something like this is definitely the go-to. The install on a Civic base model, it is really easy. You should be able to do this one with the 7-inch too. There's a harness for that. The ones with a premium auto system, it's like a 450 from a Civic Type R or a something else, you're actually going to run into issues. So you definitely don't want to have a premium audio, but if you have a base model like an LX, EX, even an EX, that works, but as long if you have EX touring model, Civic Si or Type R, you're going to run into some issues. So you definitely don't want that to happen. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good day. That's it. I highly recommend this install. It's easy. Just in the car right now. It shows vehicle information, so if you were trying to retain this history stuff, you can still look at your MPG and stuff, which is cool. Another thing I want to show is car control settings. Because this has CAN-based control, what that means is you have things that you can control, like trip A settings, headlight, auto off times, auto sensitivity. So all the functions that were on the original head unit, you have here too, auto door lock and stuff like that. So that's really cool. A lot of features, there's a lot. I'm talking about, look, there's quite a bit. And then the air conditioning system too. This is something that wasn't originally on the system, I believe, but now you can change right there, which is also very cool. So it's incredible technology. Yep, just wanted to show that quick video.